ass for you guys today. He really built a list. Let me tell you, he showed me it.
We got about 4 things from each day, so we're going to go through, break them down. You guys know how it is. Obviously, we just had Hydra on for our 1v2 segment. We're going to take a look at a little 2v4. Riley, come on over to me. We're going to take a look at a little 2v4 that I thought was rather impressive from the major. This is Toronto versus New York. This is the first time they played, and I love this. People say 2v4s are pretty easy on Hotel. This is why. Hydra finds one top bed. Kiz finds one. They both get lost. Hydra finds another. Bombs down. 15 seconds. They just play both their ones.
I was worried he's going to get this defused, but no, they get there just in time. And yeah, I think when you plant the bomb on Hotel, if you are in a 2v4, it just comes down to a couple 1v1 wins. Like right there, you see like they're split. One's bed, one's like check-in desk. They each find a kill. And then Ultra's in a weird spot where it's like you have to run at them. It's another 1v1. Like it's a weird one.
They both get 2 1v1s. Hydra gets one more 1v1. The round's over. But now we said something good from New York. Now we got to say something bad because this was a bottlage out of New York. 9 versus 19 live count. Only 1 tick on B. If New York makes probably 2 kills here, this done. Map is more than over, or probably over. So Caesar gets 1. Obviously, Hixie gets 1. Kismet gets 1, but then this is when it kind of falls apart. They kill them. They clear their bedroom control. Now it's a 7 versus 16. So right here, Toronto looks beat, right?
Yep.
But they find any amount of kills at this point in this, it's done. They obviously find Hydra on the first blood, and now they're just stacked on point. They don't even have time to go. They just get through mid, hop on, and yeah, you could see the excitement out of Toronto.
Yeah. And somehow Toronto has maintained like their dominance in Hotel control. Like somehow, some way, they are still consistently capturing B after capturing A. And you'd think that teams would catch on, or maybe I'm not sure what Ultra's doing, but it just seems like somehow, some way, everything goes their way in that transition on that map. It's impressive, but yeah, definitely, I mean, a tough one from New York. Here we got a 5-5, a round 11 alert.
We break down all round 11s here on the breakdown. This is Boston, obviously doing a little bit of default setup. Kremp, 13-6 right now. The boy was out there fighting, and talk about a crucial round 11 in the tournament. This is to stay in winner's bracket. This is for Minnesota to clutch their spot at champs. Like, this round 11 had a lot of implications, and Vegas was somewhere absolutely praying. I just wanted to highlight this because we were saying how good of a play it was whenever it was happening. Fame just takes all the space in the world here at Double Desk. So obviously we're going to see this play out a little bit. I'm going to skip forward just because not really much happens. But Beans, there's only 30 seconds left. They got to start going.
And he's not looking here. I mean, he's not expecting, if anything, in a 5-5 round 11, you're expecting both teams to be shitting themselves. You think Beans is sniping top plat, or he has an AR holding off angle.
And Wake doesn't get that kill.
Fame.
If Wake gets that kill on Fame, he keeps him one shot. This round looks so different. But now you can see there's 15 seconds left.
There's no time.
Boston have to grab bomb, plant it at A. Like, there's no way that they're winning that round.
Yeah, that was too slow of a round. And what's crazy is maybe a different tournament for Boston because they end up placing last. They lose to London in 3-1 fashion.
Yeah.
And they were 1 round away from securing top 6 and advancing to play Florida.
And now people
in winners round 2. And Florida, compared to round 1, they looked shaky. So who knows? All I know is if that round 11 goes differently.
And now people are kind of on Boston's ass. I mean, even we've been on Boston's ass. We've been saying Boston right now, obviously there's a couple teams that had bad tournaments, including OpTic. But Boston looks like maybe the easiest round 1 matchup. At least right now. From this point, I know people are going to spam Jinx and all that stuff, but next up, we've got this. So I want you to take the front on this because you were a little bit aggravated with this play from Boston.
Stop fucking pushing out P2, man. It happened to them so many times this tournament. A player's pushed out P2. If that player is pushed, or if he's holding that stairs corner, open stairs, he's holding that player's cross. The player on hill can watch his own open.
And then this was an Asim gets the 4-piece. Like, it spirals out of control for Boston at this point.
They're pushing out P2, and it puts so much pressure on that guy because if he doesn't get the kill, the guy in the hill is a sitting duck. So the guy P2 dies, the guy in the hill dies, and now you're in the death trap, which is considered probably the worst spawn trap in the game when you're spawning back gate, back P3 area.
Yeah.
You gotta just... I'd much rather play a tight setup, hold the guy's cross on hill, that guy holds his own open. That way, at the very least, you should secure 1 or 2 kills. Yeah. Right there, it's just a full-on breakdown.
It falls apart, and that's a crucial
intended.
Moment in that map. Crucial moment for Boston. They end up losing that series 3-1 to London.
And that's not the only time it happened, too. That's what bothers me. It's a consistent thing for a lot of teams where it's like, you can have the lead, and if you lose that P5 and get trapped, you're toast.
Next up, I hate to do it. I hate to show this one. This was OpTic's opportunity to finally get something going, go up 2-0 in this, or go up 2-0 in this control, potentially start the reverse sweep.
And we thought this was a cap right here too. I mean, we thought this was looking good.
We thought this round was done. There's 5 lives remaining. There's 50 seconds. Right here, we were kind of saying, go, like, fucking sprint forward. You have a 5 live advantage, force trades here. Like, get on that fucking horse.
Yeah, the problem is, so you have a 10v5, you have 45 seconds left, but
you got to force trades.
They made the time.
This is 15 seconds done, and nobody's gotten in a fight.
Essentially, they made it a 4v4 S&D round. Like, the time ended up being irrelevant because they didn't actually just take risk. I'd actually rather them all just sprint forward and try to force a kill.
And Shotzi ends up getting 2 here at the end of this.
Rather than slow play like that. But it was just too late.
But they still lose it. Yeah,
I mean, it's just too late. They're forced to sprint. They're forced to face smash. I think, obviously, in hindsight, it's different when you're playing in the actual match. At that point, you have like you have a little bit of time to just go around, and then you can face smash in the end-all, be-all. Yep. But, yeah, just a little bit too slow, and unfortunately, Thieves end up, winning that map.
Absolutely.